Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Newton Town Council meeting, May 27th, 2026. If you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I have a roll call.
Mr. Coos.
Here.
Mrs. Diglio.
Here.
Mrs. Lafoi.
Here.
Mrs. Teets.
Here.
Mayor Dixon.
Here. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this regular meeting was given to the two newspapers of record and posted on the town's website and the official bulletin board. All right. First up, we have the approval of minutes from the April 27th, 2026 regular meeting. If anybody has any comments or corrections, otherwise I'll take a motion.
I will make the motion to approve the April 27, 2026 regular meeting.
And I will second.
A motion from Deputy Mayor Diglio and a second from Councilman Teets. Roll call.
Mr. Coos.
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio.
Yes.
Mrs. Lafoi.
Yes.
Mrs. Teets.
Yes.
Mayor Dixon.
Yes. Next, we have the May 11th, 2026 regular meeting. Was everybody at the special meeting too? Could we just do it all as one vote, or does somebody have to, or somebody not present?
I'll be abstaining from both, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she's abstaining from both, so I guess you could do it for all. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take a motion for both the May 11th, 2026 regular and special meeting.
I will make the motion to approve the minutes from the May 11th regular and special meetings.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion from Deputy Mayor Diglio, a second from Councilman Coos. Roll call.
Mr. Coos.
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio.
Yes.
Mrs. Lafoi.
Yes.
Mrs. Teets.
Abstain.
And Mayor Dixon.
Yes. All right. At this point in the meeting, the town council welcomes comments from any member of the public on any topic. To help facilitate an orderly meeting and to permit the opportunity for anyone who wishes to be heard, speakers are asked to take one turn at the microphone and please limit their comments to three minutes. The clerk will keep time. If reading from a prepared statement, please provide a copy and email a copy to the clerk's office after making your comments so it may be properly reflected in the minutes. Council may choose to comment after the entire public portion has concluded. Please identify yourself and spell your last name for the record. Seeing none in public, do we have any on Zoom? No worries. All right, seeing none, we'll close that portion of the meeting. We'll move on to council and manager reports. Mr. Russo.
Thanks, Mayor. Just want to reiterate gratitude to everyone involved with the Memorial Day ceremony. Thanks to Sandy and the Chamber, all the sponsors, Public Works, PD, Fire Department, First Aid, and everybody who attended. Really nice ceremony. I want to just do a quick update. I know it's online, but the sewer main work is continuing with PM construction. Tonight, Thursday night, Friday night from 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. Northbound lane of Route 94 will be closed. They have a traffic safety company and one lane will be open with alternating lanes. They're aware it's an emergency route to the hospital, so quick access will be granted. Adam will give me an update on Friday to see if the work was completed or if additional days are needed. Don't forget, June 4th, Thursday, 4 p.m., the senior social at Liberty Towers, light refreshments, arts and crafts, meet and mingle. RSVP to the Town of Newton Rec Department, extension 247. Please join us for that. Last but not least, Miss Newton, June 6th here, 10:30 a.m., $1,000 award. The completed applications are due May 29th. It's coming up Friday at noon, so please email Danielle Finkel if you have any questions or reach out to Rec at 247. That's all. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Coos.
I have nothing to add. Thank you.
Councilwoman LaFois.
I also wanted to echo Mr. Russo's comments about the Memorial Day ceremony. It seemed like the weather, Michelle and others who pray for the weather, thank you. The weather broke right before the ceremony. It was nice to see the veterans there, our law enforcement, first responders, fire department. I have to just do a special shout out to Mark Hantz and his family. And I often say that the Hantz family reminds me of the the family from The Sound of Music, because they just play so beautifully together. Every single one of them is so incredibly talented. And I just went over to talk to Michelle, and I were talking to the Hans family and just saying that the events are made more extra special because the Hans family is involved, from Mark emceeing the parades to them playing the music. It's just such a beautiful addition to a great ceremony. Saw a lot of people even up until the day on social media asking what time the parade was going to be happening, if the parade was still on because of the rain. So I know firsthand, and people that had messaged me, that they definitely missed the parade. I'll just leave that there for the powers that be. But overall, a wonderful ceremony. Glad that the weather broke, and thank you to everybody that participated. It was great to have the Newton High School band there, our Boy Scouts displaying, I think, more flags than ever. And then certainly the remembrance of Mike Monaco and all of the veterans have sacrificed. So thank you, Sandy, and the group for that day. Also, I think I mentioned this at the last meeting, but I just wanted to thank, we've had lots of volunteers submitting their applications to volunteer for our boards and our commissions. And we are a richer, more vibrant community because we have lots of voices and people willing to volunteer to make the town better. So I know the council is playing a little bit of chess and making some decisions and deliberations, but wanted to thank all the volunteers for their interest in the town. And then I also just wanted to shout out the recreation department in concert with Kimberly and social media. Danielle is killing it and doing such a great job of planning these events. So the recreation department, the recreation committee, the volunteers and staff, everybody that's involved. We've got everything from walking groups to mahjong to trips to the casino. There's just a lot going on. So great job on the social media piece, promoting all of it, and then lots of great work happening just to provide lots of different activities. And it's really great to see because people are commenting and talking. And we had an interview earlier where someone specifically said that they've witnessed and seen all the activities being planned and was happy to see those happening. So that's all I have, Mayor. Just a couple of shout outs for me today.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor, no, hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Councilwoman Dietz. Sorry.
That's okay. Most of my stuff was covered. And I'm sure you guys covered it in the meeting that I was not here for, but with Police Week being the week of May 11th, and just acknowledge our current officers, Sergeant Garrett Armstrong and Patrolman Justin Bellis, who completed the 300-mile bike trek to Washington, D.C., along with our retired Chief Robert Osborne and retired Lieutenant Tom Mueller. I was able to also go to Washington, D.C., but in a vehicle and not on a bicycle, because clearly 3 or 4 days to get there would not have been enough for me. But it was a very moving ceremony, and our officers also participated in the candlelight vigil the following night after riding in. I did not have control over that weather earlier in the evening, so it did rain quite heavily during that portion of escorting the survivors in, the families of the survivors of the families that were impacted. But then the weather did clear up, and they were able to name all of the lives that have been lost the past year for the law enforcement community. And then we lit the candle, had a couple of songs, and then it poured. So I'm going to take it as a win for my weather record. And then last night I attended the Board of Education meeting. Lots of things going on to get ready for the end of the school year activities, along with graduation. And they also talked about some grant funding that they've received to continue with some existing programs and a couple of new programs. And also one of the items that Dr. Piccirillo had mentioned was 2 Newton High School students had received 12 college credits by taking courses at Sussex County Community College at their, I'll call it the Main Street campus, where the college is doing great things there with hands-on college classes, both classroom and garages, kitchens, everything else that's centrally located there. And I just went on May 21st. I attended the ribbon cutting at that same location for the McGuire Technical Education Center. So more opportunities are coming for our high school and surrounding communities for students to get their degree. And I think everybody else included everything. The Miss Newton application. Oh, and there's a Jersey Mike's fundraiser this Friday from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. 50% of your order will be donated to the recreation department or back to the program. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to Deputy Mayor Diglio.
First of all, I'd like to thank all those that attended the memorial service on Monday. It was a moving service. Tom, thank you for your comments. Mayor Dixon, wonderful speech that you gave. Thank you. I also want to thank DPW workers Roy, Eric, and Travis for getting everything set up and cleaned up afterwards. The fire department for being there, the police department. Like I said, all the members of the public that did come, we estimated somewhere between 250 and 300 people were actually there. And I just want to thank them for being there to honor those that have fallen, especially Mike Monaco. And let's see, Prime Time is meeting up next Wednesday. There's a lot going on with Prime Time, the senior group. They meet at 12:30. This meeting will be at the First Aid Squad because renovations over at the Mill Street Firehouse will not be are happening at the present time. And finally, Newton Day is coming up on June 6th. A lot of preparation is going into Newton Day. Quite a few vendors, entertainment, and we'll be finishing off with a magnificent fireworks display. Thank you, Tom, for that. And hope to see everybody there.
All right, thank you. My only comment is I'm just going to add to what's already been stated about the Memorial Day service. Although we would like to have the parade, I think that the service hit the mark there. We were able to honor our fallen service members appropriately. I thank Deputy Mayor Diglio and the committee for all their hard work that they put in going into that, the VFW and the American Legion as well. Thank you to the Newton High School Band, the Hans family, the DPW, our police, fire, and EMS as always. We couldn't do it without all of them. I think it's just a great turnout given the circumstances. So thank you. And that is all I have for now.
Mayor, if I may, just one thing that I was remiss because I didn't look at my notes, but I just want to publicly congratulate Patrolman Justin Bellis, who has been selected as the 2026 Lead New Jersey Instructor of the Year. I've witnessed firsthand Justin in the schools and, community policing. And I've not been to an event where Justin's been there and kids haven't just come running up to him to interact with him. And he remembers names and he remembers details. And I'm not surprised that he's getting this recognition, but just an awesome recognition. And then another, accolade for our amazing police department. Thank you.
Thank you for that. He's been phenomenal. So thank you for adding that. We'd be remiss not to recognize that.
And I'll just add that the school board also brought that up last evening too in his recognition and are obviously very pleased with Justin being in the school system. So it's a great fit.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, we have no unfinished business, so we'll move on to an ordinance for introduction. It's ordinance 2026-12, a bond ordinance providing a supplemental appropriation of $1,086,700 for the construction of Sparta Avenue Pump Station in and by the town of Newton in the county of Sussex, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $1,086,700 bonds or notes of the town for financing part of the appropriation. Do I have a motion to introduce?
I'll make a motion to introduce ordinance 2026-12.
I'll
I'll
say.
second.
All right.
Whatever.
Motion from Councilman Teets, a second from Councilman Lafoi. Roll call.
Mr. Coos,
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio,
Yes.
Mrs. LaFois,
Yes.
Mrs. Teets,
Yes.
Mayor Dixon.
Yes. Moving on to the consent agenda, all items with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the town council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in a normal sequence on the agenda. Mr. Russo, if you could just run that down.
Sure, and just to note that the ordinance hearing is June 8th. Resolution 166 and 167 are from our favorite CMFO, iBank financing. 168 sewer rehab phase 2 complete. 169 DEP technical assistant grant funds. 170 cancellation of various reserves. 171 credit to water sewer utility account. 172 reappointment of Nancy Craddock to Shade Tree. 173, the fireworks display for Newton Day. 174, shared service that Tom and I put together for our friends in Sparta Township. Need a little support for their finance department and some administrative and management services, June 1st through December 31st. And 175 bills and vouchers.
Can I just ask about 174-2026?
Sure.
So I noticed that it's a shared service agreement, as you just mentioned, through the end of the year. Do they anticipate that they're going to have a hire by then? Is this a position vacancy that we're just helping to backfill?
It's a combination of different things. Kind of be here. Need some general support in their finance operation, so they had reached out to see if Tom was available, and then there's some other discussion about Ginny and myself. I have a few of the council people coming Friday to discuss, but yeah, there's a variety of things going on in the finance department that we think we can help them, and we always like to go out of our way to help partners, never knowing when the shoe's on the other foot and we might need support for things that we're doing. So Tom can speak more specifically. He's already spent some time with them, but the goal is to really support their department operations as much as we can in the hours allotted in the contract. Tom, I don't know if you want to jump in since you've already been in the fray.
Yeah, so I went there just to observe and see what's going on. Sam Rome, who actually used to work for me, was the auditor, was the CFO, and then he retired, and they just hired Dawn, who was a brand new CFO, and she's struggling there. So basically, the auditors did all the heavy lifting. They made a lot of adjusting journal entries. I'm looking at the 26 budget right now. So I'm anticipating for the first month, 2 months, for me to be there at least 2 days a week, possibly. Ginny, our treasurer, to go there and help the CFO with helping her out with bank reconciliations. And really all I got to do is just get this budget done, get the journal entries on the MSI system. Nothing to do with taxes or water, sewer. So I don't think it's a heavy lift. I don't think it's going to be that much. So and it gives the town some more money.
And you guys know, I always love a good shared services agreement and contract, especially on the revenue side. And I think you just kind of answered my question, but I feel like I would have to ask that in terms of impact, with you being there 2 days a week and some of the team also being shared, any anticipated impacts that we need to care for or backfill on our side?
No, if it gets to right now during the summer, it's not that crazy. I mean, except for the H2O stuff. But for the most part, until like August, September, I can easily put 2 days in and come in Saturdays if I need to, or work at night to fill up, if I had anything here in Newton.
Thanks, Tom. Squared, both Toms.
All right, thank you. Is there any resolution anybody wishes to remove for discussion? All right, then I'll take a motion for a consent agenda.
I will make the motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
And I will second.
Motion from Deputy Mayor Diglio, second from Councilman Teets.
Mr. Coos,
Yes.
Mrs. Diglio,
Yes.
Mrs. LaFois,
Yes.
Mrs. Teets,
Yes.
Mayor Dixon.
Yes. All right. At this time, we'll open the meeting back up to the public. Anybody wishes to comment? All right, we have none in person, and it doesn't look like we have any on Zoom either. So we will close that portion. There's no discussion. So I will open it back up to council manager comments. Anybody have anything else they want to add? All right. If not, then we have no executive session and we'll move to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 7:33 PM.
I'll second.
All right, motion from Councilman Teets, second from Councilman Coos. All in favor?
Aye.
Nice. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.